In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create an assignment where you add something from your Google Drive. So I'm going to first go up to plus assignment. You can also add an assignment from your module. So when I click on add assignment, it's going to have me put in my assignment name. So I'm just going to call this Google assignment. Here in this box is where I'm going to put directions. So you can add text directions, but you also could click on here and you could actually record a video straight from within this assignment or upload one that you already created. Then down below, you are going to click out of 5 points if you're high school, 4 points if you're elementary. You're going to decide if this is formative, summative, or process. If you're at the secondary level, if you're at the elementary level, you're going to decide what content area it's going to apply to. And then I always want to mark this as letter grade because we're doing a standards-based approach. For submission type, you have some options here, but we want to click on external tool. And then we're going to click the Find button. When we go to Find, we're going to look at the Google options. I don't know why we have 2 Google Drive clouds. One of those we need to get rid of. But you also have a Google Assignments LTI 1.3. Google Drive Cloud Assignment is going to go away soon. They're going to get rid of it. So we will probably want to get into the habit of using Google Assignments LTI 1.3 as your option. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And then it is going to take me to my Google Drive. So you'll just say continue. And then you are going to be able to select what file that you want to give to your student. So I'm going to go to attach. I'm going to find the assignment that I want my students to access. So let's say I want them to look at this slide presentation. I'm going to click add, and you can see that it's added it here. And it also is telling me that each student will get their own copy. Then down here, I'm just going to change this to the scale that we are using, the 5-point scale. If you wanted to add a rubric, you would be able to. And then I'm going to click create. Once I click create, it is going to bounce me back to this. And right now I'm going to click select. So now that assignment is attached right here. I can decide how many attempts I want my students to have. I can assign it. Now, if you wanted to assign this to a specific group of students, you could, or you could assign it to everyone. And then you always want to add a due date because that way it's going to automatically get placed on that student's calendar. If you don't put a due date, it's not going to show up. I would not necessarily add here. I mean, you can add an available from date, but I would not add an until date because it can cause some issues later. And then I am going to click save and publish. If you don't save and publish, then you may forget that you haven't published it and your students will not see that assignment. So once you do that, it is going to pop up in a window like this. And I am going to, in another video, show you what this would look like from the student perspective. So that is how you attach something from your Google Drive in an assignment and give each student a copy.